test, I guess, to see how well the Valentina is played, because that's always been the trend. Is like when these Valentinas are picked, even in the professional leagues, that's always the scrutiny of the Valentina. Like, were they able to utilize the Valentina? Yes, you have a Terra 5 built into your kit. That's all great and all, but it's really about what ultimates are you taking, and are you able to, use those for the fights that count, really.
Yeah, and sometimes what's really annoying if you do pick up the Valentina when everybody's grouping up together, you pick up the wrong ultimate. That's something that you wouldn't want to happen here. But I think overall, the lineup so far of Malaysia, there's a lot of good ultimates here. So regardless of that, it's still pretty good to have the Valentina in the team. But then again, the range of the mid lane is definitely much shorter than what the Farsa has. So I feel like for Elan, she really has to pick up that feather airstrike, especially before the team fight. So that's such a crucial thing to have when you do have the Valentina. So they lock in the Esmeralda here to go with the Lapu Lapu, which I say is still pretty decent, considering the game that Shah had earlier that really dominated the XP. So this is it. Match point for the side of Malaysia and Cambodia. This is going to be our draft. I think this Cambodia has a much better chance also here, but then again, if you're talking about scaling, Malaysia still has this.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the same sense here, just like we saw from Game 1. Cambodia's lineup is good, but can they go ahead and scale into what Malaysia's will be able to do? Because it's more or less the same. You just change a little bit of components here for Malaysia's lineup. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It could be our last game as it's match point right now for Malaysia going against Cambodia here for the MLBB Women's IESF Asian Oceania qualifiers. That fight for that first place, of course, between the two. So we're hoping for a game 3. You guys can let us know which team you guys think is going to win this one. Will it be a sweep here for Malaysia, or will we get one under for Cambodia?
So, Cambodia, Malaysia. This is pretty similar to what they had day number 1, but again, whoa, what?
Wow.
Shah? She doesn't even have the items just yet. So, I mean, it's from the emblems too. Like, we'll have to see. She's, oh, it's a cooldown item, the support, and the bargain hunter to get the items first. But up against the Lapu Lapu, you're kind of able to contain it in the lane this early on. Is pretty amazing.
Yeah, she can. I think they want to punish Shaw if they can, because they know what an Esmeralda can do with a lead. I mean, the Lapu Lapu is in the same sense. Moshi, especially after the way that she played the previous game, she should be pretty confident on the Lapu Lapu. The other thing, once again, is playing in that first objective. I think for a lot of our games that we've been watching over the course of IESF here, is teams like to go for that first blood before the first turtle even. And if they make it happen, then that gives them a better window to go ahead and secure that early power spike. But a Mount Chakra is already going to be used. Moshi jumps on out. Good thing the rest of Cambodia was up here, but you can already see what's happening here. Yuki doesn't have the level 4 yet, so she's got no AOG. But the turtle is up. They'll fight for this space. This could be tricky. Rina does get checked with that Thorn Rose. Tagami
half HP.
Takes quite a bit of damage to turtle on the half HP. Shaw's jumping in, though. Rita's able to get the turtle. Now the fight breaking out. Bravest Fighter already going to be in. There's the taunt. Yuki falls. But I think Malaysia's okay with that trade.
Yeah, they got the turtle. It was such good zoning there by Shah. She popped the Falling Star Moon on the back lines onto Moshi, so she wasn't able to land her skills. But I would say it's a fair trade for both sides. Turtle for the roamer. I'd still say I wouldn't say somebody's ahead for now. It's just a matter of playing it safe here for both sides. Wait for the junglers to scale up and then maybe go for the full engage. So far, I haven't seen Tagami on like aggressively invading the jungle camps here of Malaysia. She did that in the first day, but yep, speaking of, it might be it. Glorious Pathway's up.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like she wanted to go ahead and fight there. Again, Tagami looks a lot more confident, I'd say, on the Lancelot, and she can probably go ahead and control the pace of the game once she gets a little bit of farm on here. Moshi's going to be spotted out, jumps in with the Bravest Fighter, flickers forward, but Hanny had to burn her flicker too. She's going to be fine. Now the mid lane could be a focus here of a fight, but Yuki will be run out of there. So it looks like they're just going to trade some XP over. Now Fao holding down her own. You'll see Rena's up top. Oh, Honey's gone.
What?
It was under the turret too, and it looks like she's being chased right now too. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to catch Elan. Rena and Shaw just a little bit too far off.
Yeah, they didn't want to burn. Oh, well, Flicker's already burned out here for Elan. So I guess it's a matter of just doing the pickoffs here from the start. Like, as long as they can get the kills, they should be able to sustain this early game that they're so comfortable with. Wait for Lancelot to come in. But Rena, wow, a bit deep into enemy jungle here of Cambodia. So she's not going to go for more. I think they're just going to play it safe right now. Second turtle is up. Malaysia got the first one, so let's see if anything will happen here in the mid lane. It's going to be Shaw setting up the place here in the AOG.
AOG dropped down. Glorious pathway on the defense. They're going to run him out of mid. There's just not enough firepower yet from Malaysia, so this should be a turtle. Just going to the hands of Cambodia. They fought for it. They keep Shaw at bay with Bao there, so not much you can do. That's now a turtle in the hands of Cambodia. Good little exchange there.
Yeah, but for Fao though, as you can see, she is still up top.
Oh, no.
They've already switched up the lane, but there's a feathered airstrike.
Yui, oh, I thought she was going to be able to escape. Last feathered airstrike gets her. Now Tagami on the hunt. Phantom execution forward. There's the AOG. Yuki trying to get away. Won't be able to escape Tagami as Yuki falls. Now Fao has to get back. She could be in trouble if they decide to go ahead, go forward with this, but it looks like she's got backup too if Rena needed to. So yeah, Cambodia trying to keep things together, trying to get some kills where they can.
Yep, but it's a good thing that the micro play there of Fao. She evaded almost all the skills there of Tegami up top, or that would have been another kill. But Cambodia right now exerting a little bit more pressure. You can see it from Elan. You can see it from Tegami as well. They're doing the pokes, and then Tegami goes in for the final kill. But there goes the punish.
That's so fast. Elaine just getting caught in the feather airstrike. And this is what I was talking about with timing here in the power spike for Malaysia's lineup. It'll start to show, especially in that first Lord. Fao too, you can see, you know, she's trying to grab as much XP and gold as she can. She's going to rotate up top. Now, the biggest thing for this, too, is neither team has taken down a turret yet. So that's going to be crucial to see which team starts to open up the map for themselves a little bit here. We're 30 seconds away from that turtle to come up. So really, I mean, even the pickoff potential isn't that great by either team.
Too here of
so it's more so of these little
been,
skirmishes that are catching
here
each other
by
out
Cambodia.
in these,
I get that she's trying to
in the river.
set things up for the team, but unfortunately, it backfired. So what they're trying to do right now is just keep Fao alive, keep her contained in her lane, get her to farm up, while the rest of the members, of Malaysia, getting a turret down bot, but I'm not so sure. Will they go for the full engage onto Rena? She's going to be able to back away. Turtle is up. This is the last turtle of the game.
All right, turtle facing off for it. Look at Fao though. She's still going to be up there. Picks up a malefic gun. That's going to help her with the power spike here on the Bruno. The fight for this turtle though, they might just give it over. Rena will join the fight. There's a flicker forward. Moshi just going to zone her out, but the turtle went for a reset. So now Moshi's going to be caught here. She has to back away. Fao pushing the whole time. Will be able to get the turret. Now Shot gets the flicker out from Elan. She's going to run her down, chase her down on the Esmeralda. She'll pick up a kill. There's the Worldie, and enough damage to Moshi trying to run, but already using up the bravest fighter earlier on. She falls at the mid turret, and now Malaysia with clear advantage will take down the tier 1 while Rena works on that last turtle. They don't have any minions. They got to wait a little bit longer here, but Malaysia gets the advantage.
Wow, so Fao was able to push the turret up top, joins in the team fights, and gets some kills here for the side of Malaysia. And to top it all off, they got that last turtle of the game. And like what I said, there's a non-switch here for the side of Malaysia. They definitely know when to go for the engage and when to disengage. And so far, they have been playing it real safe, but at the same time also calculated when they're going to go for all of these team fights. So far, Fao hasn't suffered any casualties just yet up against the side of Cambodia, and she has been farming up really well here. As you can see, it forces Tegami or either Bao Bei to kind of pay attention to what Fao is doing on the sides.
That's why I was saying Fao has been impressive throughout the run here in the past few days, but You know, it's the spacing that she's able to work with on her own, but then the spacing that the team provides her. You can see she's pretty confident too after she got that Malefic gun, but she's here with Yuki. They're going to be kind of shoot out this side of the jungle. Again, they've been putting pressure on this side of the lane, this side of the map for a while now, and they're going to go and replicate it down bot.
Down bot, though.
It looks like Bao on the run. Mount Shock is going to be used. Yui trying to buy time, but will fall to save Bao. Bao had to burn that flicker too, and now here was the response. Moshi, Tagami, and the Elaine joining the fight. Sha might be the sacrifice, but she's going to bomb and weave through it. There's the
she's
AOG
so
from
lame.
Yuki. Now they might try to cut them off here. Tagami could be in trouble. Couple shots from Rina. She's going to try to get away. Thorn Rose, but Rina will get it anyway, and now they collapse down. Moshi follows. That's 3 pickups for Malaysia, and it's all 14 seconds before the Lord's up.
Oh my. This is exactly what they were doing in game number 1. Just buy some. Oh
No.
by Rina. That just goes to tell you that's enough damage coming out from the Yi Sun Shin. They took down 4 members, and yep. Straight to the Lord, Malaysia goes. It is the on switch for them right now. Full throttle for their side. I'm looking at this like it's Fafao again, doing Fafao things, clearing out the enough waves, farming up so well, and then just joins the team fight later on and is able to at least get an almost wipeout up against Cambodia. Is just insane. Look at how much Cambodia is bleeding right now, even with just 1 basic attack coming out from Fafao.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about the Bruno. You know, you just need a little bit of items, maybe 2, 3. You really start to hurt even the tankier members of this opposing lineup. Right now, working with this. The Glorious Pathway going to be dropped down. There's the AOG. They might be able to catch her. Hattie does go down. Tagami with a catch. Now, they still can't catch Fao, but Yuki's going to be the next. Goes down, jump in, over the wall, flickers 4 from Moshi, and now she's in trouble, takes a couple of shots. They're going to try to hold it in the mid, but they jump in with a falling Star Moon, and Rina will clean up another kill. Yui falls, Tagami on the run. They already lost Bao. This could be the end, though, for Cambodia. They can't get there in time. Lord is still up. Malaysia looking to possibly sweep it here. They'll pick up another kill. They're going to lock down on the base. They see the win in sight, and they'll take it. Malaysia sweeps Cambodia.
Just when I thought that Cambodia might have gotten it in with that last clapback against Malaysia, they just came in, run through the members there of Cambodia. And I think this is where the Valentina, you can kind of see that, yes, it does have the utility, but then when it comes to defending that base, if it was a farce, I feel like it could have had a much better chance, but without that much wave clear in the last team fight with the Lord, that was pretty much sealing the fate there of Cambodia. They did have a great start though.